Hi.
I'm Helen,
And I'm Miriam.
and today we'll be exploring attachment theory and
the social learning theory.
today to explore attachment theory, we're going to be conducting 4 different skits to show different attachment styles according to Mary Ainsworth.
To understand what each attachment type looks like, I will be talking to 4 people, each representing one of these attachment types.
My name is Annabelle Trost.
Okay, my name is Helen Tyndall. Today I'll be interviewing you about your attachment growing up with your parents and then how that has impacted your relationships today. So what was your relationship like with your parents growing up?
It was very well. Very good. I think I've always felt so loved by them. I've never felt like they didn't care about me or they didn't, I don't know, want to like do stuff with me. They would always like make such an effort to go to like my like sports games and like track meets. They always like wanted to make sure that me like and my siblings felt like included. We would play like family games together. We would have family dinners. It was just like, I don't know. I've always felt so loved, and I feel like I can tell my parents anything. That's great.
So from your relationship with your family, it sounds like you kind of had this system and support system that you felt comfortable in. How do you think that's played into your relationships now?
I would say in my relationships now, I still feel really comfortable sharing. Like, I like to tell my boyfriend literally everything. And sometimes he's like, this is irrelevant. But most of the time, it's like, it's great. And I feel like I don't have to like keep anything bottled up inside, and I can like.
So what was your relationship like with your parents growing up, especially when you were younger, and kind of your attachment to them?
Yeah, so my parents weren't really bad people, but they definitely weren't very emotional. So oftentimes when I was crying or upset, they really didn't care about it, or they would tell me to stop crying. So I kind of just learned to shut off my emotions. I definitely like having my own space. I'm uncomfortable when it comes to emotions. I'd rather just keep to myself than risk being disappointed. And I feel like I just shut down when it comes to talking about how I feel.
So what was your relationship like with your parents growing up?
Yeah, so my relationship was very all over the place. My mom growing up was very kind of scatterbrained. She was sometimes really happy to see me and sometimes really happy to be around me, but sometimes she was just too busy and didn't pay a lot of attention to me. So it was very hard growing up in that environment, trying to just always compete with other things to try to make her happy. Yeah, so definitely the big impact on my relationships now, especially with my relationship with my girlfriend. She sometimes I feel like when she doesn't text me back right away, that means she's mad at me or I've done something wrong, and so I oftentimes need a lot of reassurance in all of my relationships.
How was your relationship with your parents growing up?
It was complicated because I never really knew what to expect. Sometimes they were really wonderful, just like parents should be, and loving, and they made me really happy and gave me what I needed. And sometimes I just didn't. I was under their emotions. My dad would have fits of anger, and I didn't know what to do. Not very well. I really want closeness with someone, but I just can't trust it. I want love, but I can't trust it.
For our second theory that we're going to be exploring, it's going to be social learning theory by Bandura, commonly associated with the Bobo doll experiment, but we're going to be doing a skit a little bit different in a classroom type setting. So ambiguous means open to more than one interpretation. Now I'm going to hand you guys back your test from last week. Here, Annabelle. Great job. You killed that.
Yay!
Miriam, here's your test. Come talk to me if you want to improve. We can talk about it.
Notice how the student, Miriam, wishes she got a better grade, like her friend Annabelle. She thinks to herself, How can I improve? And so she follows her behavior, at a subconscious level, ultimately changing her attitude.
Test from last week. Here you go, Annabelle. Good job. Here you go, Miriam. Great improvement. You really did great. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
All you've done. I can see that you've been taking really diligent notes like Annabelle.
Yay.
Class, now that we're done with content for today, I want you to go work in your workbooks, work diligently, and please get it done by the end of class. Thanks, guys.
Notice how when the teacher goes on her phone, the students do as well. Clearly no work is getting done.
Why aren't any of you guys working? Class, get off your phones.
The students are confused, wondering why they are not allowed to go on their phones if their teacher isn't. The teacher has an epiphany.
Hey class, so I did just want to address, I feel like last week I asked you guys to be very diligent on top of your work after I was teaching you the content. But then I noticed that you guys were on your phones, but I was also on my phone too. And I was scrolling and not paying attention and setting a bad example for y'all. And I recognize that my actions I'm a reflection of what y'all should be doing. So from now on, I'm gonna work diligently when we have independent work like you guys are and set a good example.
This example is a family example instead. This is a couple with their daughter on the right side of the frame. The daughter is young, about 7 years old.
You need to be a responsible parent for her child.
Good parent too.
Hey, that's my pen.
Actually, it's not because it's actually the teacher's pen.
No, you took my pen.
No, I didn't.
Give me my pen!
Annabelle, that's not appropriate behavior. We shouldn't be hitting people. I'm gonna have to have a word with your parents.
The girl wonders if her parents act like this, then why is it not okay for her to act like this too?
Thank you so much for watching our videos.
We hope you learned a lot about our 2 theories we explored today.